John, it's a game that's ended in defeat, but I thought there was a lot of effort and endeavour out there from the side.
I would agree with you. I think the effort can't be faulted. What can be faulted is a bit of smartness, because I thought we were quite dumb at certain parts of the game, and that's helped Toulouse to victory. And I thought, well, we weren't so clever, they were very clever. I thought the first 20 minutes their kicking game butchered us, and it just was repeat set after repeat set, and it was really clever what they did, and it drained us of energy. And I think you saw that as the game wore on. We'd given everything, we'd nothing more to give, and we just resorted to endeavour rather than a bit of smartness.
Is that ultimately the difference this afternoon?
Yeah,
John,
I think
the specialist half-back pairing.
I'm not saying that's solely they did, but the difference was they were cleverer than us, and they finished their. I think if you put their end of sets and compared them to our end of sets, that's probably where you'd see, because they just bought field position and they brought possession with their good kicking game, and ultimately it's taken all our energy out of us and it's beaten us.
We talk about effort and endeavour. Sam Alice did the full 80 minutes,
yeah,
I believe.
I thought Sam was tremendous. Yeah, I thought he was tremendous. He played hooker well, he played as a running middle well, so very happy with Sam. I'm happy with a number of them, to tell the truth, but obviously there's some who haven't scrubbed up that well, and it's not in the effort column that they haven't scrubbed up so well, it's in the cleverness column, so it's something that we need to think about, because we gave away some silly penalties, you know, and those penalties then go on top of the wealth of possession and field position they have, and it just builds and builds and builds, and ultimately they've got us and they've been deserved winners. One
of those penalties was the George Flanagan descent to Jack Smith.
Yeah.
Is that something that you're going to address with George?
It'll have to be addressed, because he can't keep doing it, you know. I mean, when George kicked from dummy half and the fullback caught it with his foot outside, that is it. The referee got it right. You know, it's no good arguing with him when he's got the decision right, because it was correct. And then when, you know, the next set I think it was, and we got the next time we had the ball, we give a penalty away in possession. Then when they get field position from that, and that's when they scored the second try, and the try that really killed us and knocked the stuffing out of us. So they're examples of the lack of cleverness, shall we say, that we've demonstrated at times today.
How much of an impact did losing Elliot Minchella just before half time?
Massive. I mean, obviously it's got to do. You know, I mean, we'd planned all week playing with Elliot and with Matty Wilde. I thought Matty Wilde was a credit to himself playing there, but you know that they were the half-back pairing. Then we had to really we put Jake Webster into six as a running six at first, whilst we got Elliot back out there. Elliot went back out there and it just didn't feel right. So obviously there's player welfare issues there, so we had to bring him off, and then we have to reshuffle by Ross Oakes on the wing, Ethan to fullback, and pick up to six. So of course it's disruptive, but you've got to handle that, and we're doing it tough at the minute. You know, the gods aren't smiling down on us in many ways, and we're doing it tough, but we thought that would be the case sometime over the season, but I didn't anticipate it, you know, from game 2 to game 5 this season.
What's the injury with Minchella? It appeared to be his nose.
He's broken his nose, yeah.
Broken his nose.
Yeah, yes, yeah. His modelling contract's been cancelled, so yeah.
I presume, John, that's going to be take time out.
Well, we don't know. I mean, he passed his head test, so it wasn't the head test. It was the fact his nose. We couldn't quell the bleeding, and obviously it was very sore, and he didn't feel well. So if that's the case, you've got to play welfare issue, and we've got to look after the kid.
Another positive, Callum Bustin come through.
Yeah, yes, I would agree. I would agree with you. You know, that's exactly what we've been missing, is some go forward in that middle channel, and he gave us that. And I thought we got decent minutes out of him, and obviously next week hopefully we can get more minutes out of him. But yeah, I would agree with you, Mick, that was a big positive.
And I think if you put a GPRS tracker on Reece Evans, he literally would have been all over that pitch this afternoon.
He did, he was tremendous, wasn't he? Yes, he was very good indeed, and that's part of the effort base that we like. But we need to have a look at the video, we need to go through videos as a team and as individuals, and we need to up our smartness.
Is it fair to say the players are disappointed that they've been nilled this afternoon?
They're disappointed they've lost. That's the biggest one for me, you know. Yes, being nilled is another kick in the teeth, but the biggest kick in the teeth is losing, and obviously that's that's happened now, and we're 2 from 5, and that's not where we want to be.
Can we expect any of the injured bodies back for the game against Batley next Sunday?
Well, we've got 2 blocks back straight away, because we've had 2 blocks suspended, haven't we? So there's 2 back straight away. So straight away it's looking healthier, and obviously if we can get some injured bodies back as well, it'll look even healthier.